Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Emily English Talks, where every conversation helps you speak English more naturally. I'm Emily, and today I'm feeling calm and happy because I'm drinking a warm cup of green tea while we talk.
Hey Emily, hey everyone. I'm Jack, and honestly, I've been excited all day because last time we learned 3 easy English tenses: the everyday tense, the yesterday tense, and the tomorrow tense. And you promised there were 2 more important ones.
That's right, Jack, and today we're finally learning them. The first 3 tenses help you communicate clearly, but these next 2 make your English sound smoother, more natural, and much more like a real native speaker.
So today is like an English upgrade. I already know how to talk, but now I want to sound more fluent and confident in real conversations.
Exactly. And before we start, thank you so much for listening to Emily English Talks. If you enjoy these conversations, please like, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends because it really helps us continue making easy English lessons for you.
Okay, Emily, I'm ready. What's the 4th tense?
The 4th tense is called the present continuous, but I like to call it the right now tense because we use it for actions happening at this exact moment.
Oh, so this tense is for things happening now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, and not every day as a routine.
Exactly. For example, right now I am talking to you, you are listening to me, and we are learning English together. Those actions are happening at this moment.
I think I understand already. I eat breakfast means it is my habit, but I am eating breakfast means I'm doing it right now.
Perfect, Jack. That's the big difference. The simple present talks about habits and routines, but the present continuous talks about actions happening now.
That actually feels much easier than I expected. So how do we make this tense?
It's simple. First use am, is, or are, then add the verb with ing. For example, I am studying, she is reading, or they are watching TV.
So if I say, I am learning English right now, that sounds correct and natural?
Yes, that sounds great. And native speakers use this tense all the times in daily conversations because people often talk about what they are doing at the moment.
I'm really starting to feel more comfortable with English now.
And that's exactly the goal, Jack. Step by step, your English becomes more natural, more confident, and more fluent every day.
Very good, Jack. You already know the rule. We use am with I, is with he, she, and it and are with you, we, and they. That's why we say I am reading, she is cooking dinner, and they are watching TV.
And all of those actions are happening right now, at this moment. I can really feel the difference between everyday actions and actions happening now.
Exactly. And here's something important for natural English. Native speakers usually use short forms in conversation. Instead of I am, we say I'm. Instead of she is, we say she's. And instead of they are, we say they're.
So in real life, people say, I'm reading, she's cooking, and they're watching TV because it sounds faster and more natural.
That's right. If you want your English to sound smooth and relaxed, short forms are very important.
Okay, let me practice. Right now, I'm sitting in my chair, I'm talking with Emily, I'm learning English, I'm drinking water, and I'm feeling pretty happy because this lesson is actually fun.
That was excellent, Jack. Every sentence used the present continuous correctly. And when you speak like that, people can clearly imagine the action happening like a movie scene.
I like that feeling. This tense makes English feel alive instead of just grammar rules in a textbook.
Beautifully said, Jack. The present continuous helps listeners picture the action in real time.
But wait, I have one question because English always surprises me. Sometimes people say, I am going to the park tomorrow. And that sounds like future tense, but I am going also sounds like present continuous.
Excellent question. The meaning changes depending on the situation. If you say, I am going to the park while you are walking there now, it means the action is happening right now. But if you say, I am going to cook dinner tonight, it means you already have a future plan.
So the words can look similar, but the situation tells us if the meaning is present or future.
Exactly. Don't worry too much about it right now. Just remember that the present continuous usually talks about actions happening at this moment.
Okay, I think I'm ready for a quiz now.
Perfect. First question. What do you eat for breakfast?
That's simple present because it talks about my routine. I eat toast and eggs for breakfast most mornings.
Excellent. Now, what are you eating right now?
Right now, I'm not eating anything, but I'm drinking water while we record this podcast.
Very natural answer. Next question. Where do you work?
Simple present again because it talks about my regular job. I work in an office downtown.
Good. Now tell me, what are you doing right now?
Present continuous. I'm recording a podcast with Emily and talking to our listeners.
Perfect. You can already hear the difference between everyday life and actions happening now.
This quiz is actually helping me think in English faster.
That's the goal. Okay, last question. Does it rain a lot in your city?
That's a fact, so simple present. Yes, it rains a lot during spring and summer.
And is it raining right now?
No, it isn't raining right now. The sun is shining, the sky looks beautiful, and the weather feels really nice today.
Wonderful answer. You understand the present continuous very well now.
Can I try one more thing before we move on?
Of course.
Right now, someone is listening to this podcast on a bus, someone is walking through the park with headphones, and someone is cooking dinner while learning English with us.
I love that image so much because it makes our listeners feel connected to this conversation. And to everyone listening right now, thank you for spending time with us. We're really happy you're here.
Very happy. And now I'm excited again because we're finally learning the last tense.
Yes. Tense number 5 is the present perfect, and I like to call it the experience tense because it connects your past experiences to your life now.
Okay, everyone, welcome back to Emily English Talks. We've already learned the everyday tense, the yesterday tense, the tomorrow tense, and the right now tense. So now it's time for the final one. And this tense is very special because it helps you talk about your life experiences in a natural and confident way.
The experience tense already sounds important because people always ask questions like, have you ever visited another country? Or, have you ever tried this food? And I never knew exactly why they used that grammar.
Exactly, Jack. This present perfect is all about experiences in your life. We use it when we talk about things we have done, things we have seen, places we have visited, or experiences we have never had before. And the important thing is that we usually do not say the exact time.
So if I say, I have been to Paris, it means sometime in my life I visited Paris, but I'm not talking about a specific year or a specific vacation.
Perfect. That sentence tells people about your life experience, not a story with a clear time. But if you say, I went to Paris last summer, that changes to simple past because now you are talking it's about a specific time in the past.
Oh, I think I finally understand the difference. I went to Paris last summer Sounds like I'm telling a story, but I have been to Paris. Sounds like I'm talking about my life experience in general.
Exactly right, Jack. That is one of the biggest differences between simple past and present perfect.
Okay, now teach me the pattern because I know grammar always has a pattern hiding somewhere.
Very true. The pattern is actually simple. We use have or has plus the special verb form called the past participle. That sounds scary, but don't worry because many verbs are easy. For example, walk, walked, walked, cook, cooked, cooked.
So I can say, I have walked in the rain, or I have cooked dinner for my family, and those sentences are correct.
Yes, very good. But some verbs are irregular and change completely. For example, go, went, been, eat, ate, eaten, see, saw, seen, do, did, done.
English really loves irregular verbs, doesn't it?
It definitely does, but don't worry because you only need a few common ones at first. The most useful phrases are I have been to for places, I have tried for food or experiences, I have seen for movies or sights, and I have done for activities.
Actually, that feels much easier when I think of them as useful life phrases instead of grammar rules.
Exactly. Native speakers often learn language through patterns and real conversations, not long grammar lists.
Can I practice a little? Let me try. I have been to Tokyo. I have tried Korean food. I have seen that movie many times. And I have never been to Africa.
Those were excellent examples, Jack. Every sentence sounds natural and clearly talks about your life experiences.
And I noticed I used the word never. That means not one time in my whole life, right?
Exactly. Never is a very important word in the present perfect. For example, I have never tried sushi, I have never seen snow, or I have never traveled outside my country.
That's interesting because some people really have never seen snow before, especially if they live in warm countries all year.
Yes, and that's why this tense is so useful, because people love talking about experiences they have had or experiences they still want to have someday.
Wait, one more thing. When do we use has instead of have?
Good question. We use has with he, she, and it. For example, she has tried sushi, he has traveled to many countries, or it has rained every day this week.
So the rule is very similar to simple present. I, you, we, and they use have, while he, she, and it use has.
Exactly, Jack. You're learning very quickly today.
Okay, let me try one last example about my friend Maria because she travels a lot. Maria has visited many countries. She has tried food from different cultures. She has learned small phrases in several languages, but she has never traveled to Australia.
That sounded completely natural, and now everyone listening can clearly imagine Maria's travel experiences and her life story. That is exactly why the present perfect is called the experience tense.
Your friend Maria sounds amazing, Jack. And honestly, the more you travel, the more interesting stories and experiences you collect in your life.
I know. Right now, I've only visited a few countries, but someday I want to travel much more so I can say things like, I have been to 10 countries with confidence.
And you will. That's one reason the present perfect is so useful, because people often use it when talking about travel, food, hobbies, and life experiences. Another very common expression is, have you ever? We use it when we ask someone about experiences in their whole life.
So if I ask, have you ever visited Japan? Or have you ever tried Mexican food? I'm asking about their life experience, not one specific day.
Exactly. Native speakers use have you ever All the time in conversations because it's a friendly and natural way to learn about someone's experiences.
Okay, let me try one. Have you ever seen a shooting star?
Yes, I have actually. And it was beautiful. A shooting star is a bright light moving quickly across the night sky, and many people make a wish when they see one.
That sounds amazing because, honestly, I've never seen one before, but I really want to someday.
And that answer was perfect English. You said, I've never seen one, which is the short and natural way to say, I have never seen one.
Oh, right, because native speakers love short forms. So instead of I have not, people usually say I haven't.
Exactly. You'll hear contractions everywhere in real conversations. For example, I haven't tried it, she hasn't been there, or we haven't seen that movie yet.
Okay, Emily, now I want to ask you a fun question. Have you ever eaten something really strange?
Yes, I have actually. A few years ago, I tried fried insects while traveling in Thailand, and surprisingly, they were crispy and salty like chips.
Emily, that sounds terrifying. I have never tried insects, and honestly, I don't think I ever will.
Maybe one day you will. People often surprise themselves when they travel and experience new cultures.
That's true. Travel changes people a lot.
Okay, Jack, now I want to challenge you with something special. Do you remember our coffee example from earlier when we practiced different tenses?
Yes, I remember. We used coffee to talk about the present, the past, and the future.
Exactly. This time I want you to use all five tenses together in one natural story about coffee.
All right, let me try. Simple present. I drink coffee more every morning because it helps me wake up. Simple past. Yesterday, I visited a new cafe and tried a caramel coffee that tasted amazing. Simple future. Tomorrow, I will go back there because I want to try their iced coffee too. Present continuous. Right now, I'm thinking about coffee, and honestly, I'm starting to feel hungry. Present's perfect. I have tried many different kinds of coffee in my life, but I have never tried Turkish coffee.
Jack, that was excellent because you used all five tenses naturally and smoothly in one topic. I could clearly understand your daily habits, your past experience, your future plans, what's happening right now, and your life experiences.
It's actually surprising how much English I can express with only these five tenses.
Exactly. Many English learners think they need to memorize 12 complicated tenses immediately, but in real conversations, these five tenses are enough for most situations.
Honestly, I feel much more confident now because English grammar finally feels practical instead of confusing.
That makes me really happy to hear. So let's do one quick review before we finish today's episode of Emily English Talks.
Okay, tense number 4 was the present continuous, also called the right now tense. We use am, is, or are plus a verb with ing, like I'm studying, she's cooking, or they're playing soccer.
Perfect. And tense number 5 was the present perfect, also called the experience tense. We use have or has plus the past participle, like I have been to Paris. She has tried sushi, or have you ever seen snow?
And now we officially know all 5 important tenses: simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous, and present perfect.
Exactly, Jack, and you did an amazing job today.
Thank you, Emily. I really learned a lot, and I hope our listeners feel more confident too.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today on Emily English Talks. We always love learning English together with you.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share it with a friend who wants to improve their English naturally.
And before we go, we have a question for everyone listening. Tell us in the comments, have you ever tried something new and loved it?
You can write sentences like, I have tried yoga and I loved it. Or, I have never tried surfing, but I want to someday.
We can't wait to read your answers. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep believing in your English journey.
See you next time, everyone. Bye!